So, hello ladies, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and yesterday after I had a wee play with the lovely die cuts, cutting out and showing you all the different ways we could colour them up, the forever flourishing dies, I thought to myself, what about some inky backgrounds? My lovely friend Chrissy is the queen of inky backgrounds. I'm going to link her blog below here because she's just brilliant. She does it all the time and she inspired me to have a wee go. Now, I know not everybody uses distress inks or has Stampin' Up! Wee bottles of ink, so I thought I would have a wee go at just using the plain old stamp pads and see what happens. So I did this one and I used the yellows, the oranges and the greens for this one. It went a wee bit murky, but I was pretty pleased with it still. So I ran it through and I got a nice wee dose of autumnal looking. I would prefer maybe a wee bit more orange to it, but I think it showed up lovely. I really am pleased with it, and they just look a bit like what Chrissy done. No stamping at all, just make your papers and die cut. So you can choose whatever colour you like. And that's another one for me to cut later, but the card or paper that I've used is kind of a silky gloss paper. Anybody that's ordering during the month of October, I will send them out a couple of sheets of this. I have a wee batch of it. It's not Stampin' Up, but it is great to have a wee play, and then you can practice on different kinds of paper that you have in your own craft room. So hopefully it'll be of a wee bit of help. So you'll need your choice of ink pads. You'll need a bottle spray, and you'll need some bits and pieces of kitchen roll. These are the ones that I've used this morning for the different colours. And I'll just grab myself another one here and just scrunch it up and use it like a ball, as you would. So this time I wanted to have a bit of the Rococo Rose. You could go the darker colour, the Blackberry Bliss. I haven't got the big ink pad and my small one is a bit dry for this technique, so I'm just going to go with this. I'm picking my paper up and sort of bending it into I'm picking up the papers. Don't worry about those lines or anything. They will all disappear. I haven't any water on it at the minute. I'm just going with the colours at the minute, and I just wanted that kind of burgundy colour. And we're going to go back in again to add more of the pinky colours, I think. And we'll do the greens, and then we're going to hopefully mix it all together. Now, this mightn't be to your taste at all. I just thought it would be a nice wee way to try and add more ideas to use your dies. Sometimes just stamp, die cut, and then leave your dies, and you don't get your money's worth out of them. And why not have a wee play? We're all about playing, aren't we? When you get the time, of course, and if you get to my age, you're lucky you do get time. So we've got that. I want to bend this up fractionally, and I know I'm dipping other colours, but this is my dark colour, and it should be fine. It'll not mark it up on me. So we've still a wee bit of space there, and I want to go around the edges sort of with more pinky colours, and hope it comes out nice and dark. You really need your finger behind the places that you want the ink to pick up. So it can get a bit messy, so if you don't like it messy, wear some gloves. That is an older one, Rococo Rose. I think it's not available anymore. It's one of the ink colours, so I like to use those kind of things, those colours for messy play, you know, that you're not ruining. So I'm gently spraying it. And spray it in the white places too, so that your ink will kind of run. We don't want it being too murky, but try and mix it as best you can, so that you're getting colours that's, you can see it all running about there. It is messy, so be warned. Now, if it begins to look too murky, go in with your and just gently lift here and there, trying not to mix your colour. And it gives it that lovely, like, what you call it, mottled look nearly. Chrissy does hers. I think she uses all sorts of sprays, and so please go over and check her out. She's really good. I'm going to dry that now, and then I'm going to go back in with whatever colour I think is a wee bit too much pink now. So just use your heater and dry it off. You don't want your paper being saturated and completely saturated in water, so in between stages, if you feel you're going to add more, dry it off, and then you can go back in and add more colour where you think it's needed. I mean, you could go in spring, summertime and do these with lovely, nice, bright, like granny apple green colours and daffodil delight and stuff. So that does look interesting already, but I think there's too much pink in the centre. So I think I'll introduce green again. And this time I'm just going in with my green thing. I'm going to pick up some ink, just dipping it into the ink, and then I'm going to spray it. So it's a bit moist, and hopefully it'll, so you see it adding a bit of definition to it without being too heavy. And that's all I wanted, just to bring that wee bit of green before the last of our green disappears. I'm fairly pleased with that, like, to be honest with you. And compared to the last one, I was glad I got more warmer autumny colours. Do you think is there still a wee bit too much green? I'll press a wee bit harder, mute that a wee bit, or pink I mean. I think I'm fairly pleased with it now. I'm going to leave it. We're going to dry it off and cut out as many as we can get. Now, Chrissy would also go back in now at this stage, spray it, but not tilt it. So we'll maybe try that and get a couple of sort of raindrops on it. So I'm spraying sort of back and letting that land without going over my computer. I'm afraid of destroying my keyboard here. So we're just letting that sit. You can see it sitting on it. See the droplets there? And then we'll go in with a cleanish one. Just actually set it over it. Pick them up. You can see it has lifted a bit there, which is nice. Yeah, it's added just a wee bit more of a flavour to it. So I'm going to cut these out and see what you think of it. I'm hoping Chrissy is proud of me. So I'm back, and these are the wee bits and pieces that I have die cut from this sheet. I'm also going to save these wee bits because I have punches and stuff. I could be punching out wee added bits. I'm really pleased with it. I think they're beautiful. They've come out. I love the red tones this time instead of the plain green, but they'll all mix together beautifully, I think. What do you think yourself? It definitely is worth the wee go, and I know I've got grubby fingers, but sure, what odds. I was just thinking there, I have a tag to make, and I thought, rich raspberry. Those colours are going to look so beautiful against that, aren't they? I'm hoping my light's okay. It's a bit bad here today, but I have the window wide open, but north facing, so doesn't particularly help. And the nice, the bits with the pinks, I think, really show up against that gorgeous colour. So there you are. I'm more excited than you are probably, but I just wanted to show you a way of using your ink pads if you don't necessarily have any of the wee bottles of ink, so the refill inks. So there's another little idea, and remember, I will pop a couple of sheets of this into your package as a thank you for anybody shops during October. So catch us all again later. Bye.